episode. That was no lady.
Good evening. We have discovered a new feature of the YouTube and we're going to play with it tonight. So let's do that. So here we go. It's over here and it's in the text chat part of this whole thing. So here's how it works. If you're logged in and you are participating, you can click on this blue thing, I guess, and vote. And I figured I'd play with this, see how it works. And it looks like you can just go in right here and mess with it, I think. We'll find out. All right, so it looks like most people did not know about this. So now it's ended. So now we'll make another one. Wait, no, kidding me? Maybe it's not that easy. Oh, look at that. So you gotta wait a minute. I don't like how it's not instant and super fast. So the next one will be on, where do you put it? Oh, here. Do you like shotguns? Like them? Yes or no? Boom, ask your community. So not just do you like shotguns, but do you like shotguns? Now what happens? Is it happening or do I have to wait a while or what's going on? There it is. Oh, look at how long you gotta wait. You gotta wait forever for this. All right, and now I guess we wait around. So in this part of the chat is where we would say stuff based on comments. So we know Makojo is out there. Probably real or good facsimile of a human. Woods. I don't think anybody has ever met Woods, so probably human. Good facsimile of a human if he's a human, if he's not a human. Let's say you're somebody else. There's 3 people. So I guess I'm the other one. There's not 3 people. So there's only 2 people watching this, and we'll wait for them to vote if they're going to vote. We got 1 yes. Oh, and a no. Oh, man. So it looks like, unfortunately, the shotguns did not get much love. You got to wait this long. This is how long we got to wait for YouTube's computers to do their computing. So that was a 50-50. So next up will be, have you seen First Blood? I'll just keep going yes and no for a minute here until we get warmed up. We'll see how many people show up if we make this worth our while. In the meantime, we can also put in hashtag, let's do hashtag First Blood. And we'll see how many people win the First Blood poll or whatever we call the thing where you go over here to the other thing. This maybe StreamYard / what's it called? What's it called? Giveaway? Yeah, it's called the giveaway tool. All right, so this is the broadcast and the chat, or the thing is First Blood. Start collecting comments. So far we got mine. I'm gonna win. No, I can't win my own, I guess. Let's be a jerk about it. You spelled it wrong, so you didn't win. No, it won't let me win. We'll look over here at the poll. Have you seen the movie First Blood? So far, we have 100% saying yes. See, whenever we get another person watching, then we'll do another poll. How about that? Okay, now we have more entrees. Boom. It's just between me and Woods. We're the only ones in it. This is, oh, it's Woods. It was just for practice, though. So we'll do it again. Oh, look, you can draw it again. Oh, and now there's another person in it. Oh, okay. This time we were going to give away a bunch of stuff. So unfortunately, I get to keep it. So I guess we'll just have to leave it like that. So now if I refresh this, I'm ready for another one. That's right. Ready for another one. All right. So we'll go over here and end that poll. People are sick of that poll. Now we lost a viewer. So now eventually, boom. We had 4 votes. Everybody's seen First Blood. That's interesting. So, have you seen The Park Is Mine movie? Oh, wait a minute. I guess you can't just type that in there. That doesn't make much sense. So, why don't we do that as a poll this time? And then we'll go, what you talking about Willis? Boom, asking the community. I'll see what happens. So we have 4 people watching. We'll leave that poll up until 5 people come in here. Is it real time? Let's see if it's real time. Do we? Oh, look at that. It does. It starts seeing stuff in real time. Wait, I did, but a long time ago. Yeah, so that counts as yes then. Can you change your vote? I can't comment, I guess. Oh, look at that. Now we got 3. It's happening in real time. This is amazing. This is the kind of technology people waited for. A lot of little babies waited to be born until this kind of technology existed so that they could really get an in-depth, interactive experience with a live chat. We've been in live chat since 2112 and 2012 in your timelines, and end the poll because we have another person in here now. Boom. All right, if you have any ideas for polls, you can use your fingers or your nose, I don't care how you do it, and then type it in here, and then if it's a good question, we'll ask the question. So we had 3 votes and we only had 3 entries, so it was pretty weak. We don't have 5 people anymore. Do I have to ask the same question back again? I don't know how I should do this. Would you trade a Mac 10 for an Uzi? Boom. Oh, carry caliber. That's interesting. That's a suggest. Oh, we got 7 people. Oh, we almost had 7 people. But what happened is one of them booked out of here because they couldn't handle that kind of question. Now, the real question here is, what caliber are you a fan of? Nobody's even going to answer this question. It's too much for people. I understand. A lot of times it's easier to go to a chat where all you got to do is sit there and watch, and you don't have to participate or click nothing or say anything and whatever. It's easier. I understand. I get it. I get it. So this is people that would trade a Mac 10 for an Uzi. So you've got a Mac 10. Some chump comes up and says, I'll give you a Uzi for that Mac 10. How many people are going to go, yeah, I'll make that trade? And how many people are going to go, no, I ain't going to give you that trade. No way. Let's see, we got 5 people. As soon as we get 6 people in here, we weren't going to be able to use your question after all. Let's see, so we got 5 people. If we ever get 6 people, we'll end this poll. Look at this, 67% of people would trade a Mac 10, perfectly good American-made, 45 ACP submachine gun. It's decent, squared off, looks awesome. For a stupid Uzi, you can dime a dozen. You can get an Uzi laying on the streets. If you go to Chicago, look for a book, you're going to find an Uzi. 6, boom. That's the one. That's the person that triggered it. Here's the thing. People up here, they don't even know that they're ruining it for everybody else, right? But that's sort of like the fun of this. They're ruining it for all of you that didn't get to vote yet. And the thing is, as soon as somebody's new, they never get to vote on the last poll. All right, so we only had 3 weirdos that vote, 2 weirdos that voted on this, and 1 decent person that voted no on that one. So next one is carry caliber. So let's see how we can mess with that. We're going to put it in the poll here like this. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I am going to go up here and not have to type anything by copying and pasting. See that? Oh, I'll capitalize it because I care about this kind of stuff. So like this, what is your carry caliber, right? And then we can make this one decent, 45 ACP. We can make this one 10 millimeters because it's awesome. We can make this one 357 Magnum because that's what a decent caliber would be carried. We can, oh, you only get 4 options. This one has to be the shitty caliber for the chumps. See what happens. So ask the community. Here we go. A lot of faith in the community here. See what's happening. So now we got 6 people. When we get to 9 people, maybe we'll change that. I don't know. We'll see. How long does it take for the question to come up? There it is. So now you got it there on the screen and you can make your choices. Now you got to move your arm around or your nose, however you wiggle the things. I imagine some people might put the phone in their lap and then hold their phone up to their nose and hold their head in steady and then wiggle the phone underneath of their nose. That's a valid way to run a phone. Oh, look at this. We've got a sane and sober audience tonight. None of the weirdo 9mm voters. That's a 10mm carrying around. That's somebody you don't want to mess with. That's somebody who's going to be getting all the ladies. Ladies can tell what caliber you're carrying. They're naturally attracted. Or hormones or pheromones, whatever it is, are going to be attracted to the biggest caliber, like 10mm. Is there just 3 people going to vote? Oh, it tells us right at the top there how many votes. There we go. So what can I do? All I can do is end it. I can't vote though, I guess because I invented it. What do y'all get? Do you get a button or something? Can you change your vote? Nobody else is going to show up. They can't handle it. This is kind of like a tactical quiz, except you don't know if there's prizes or not, and not very many people can handle it. Yeah, I didn't have 40 in here because stupid YouTube only lets me put 4 things in. This is the first time I put 4 votes in, or I mean 4 options. Anyway, so that's a new person. G23 is here. So now we're ending this poll. This is a new thing you can do on good channels. You get this little extra dealie down here. Can I super chat my own thing? That's weird. It lets me super chat my own thing. That way they can get 30% off of me. Like, oh yeah, go ahead and super chat your own thing, idiot. And then we're just going to take a cut for no reason. All right, so next one will be, this next one will be, is 40 Smith & Wesson Life. Yes or no? And now we'll find out. Now we have 6 people watching. Oh, we just went to 7. So we'll wait until there's 7 or 8 people watching, and then we'll cancel this poll that's just about to eventually start. There we go. And let's see. So 5 votes, 10mm won. So people carrying 10mm. No wonder there's no ladies around because all the 10mm dudes got them. So we got 4 votes. This thing will be real time. So it was the 6 people out here. I'm one of them. So we're only going to expect 5 votes. Somebody's going to break the tie right now. Or not, you know. It's really difficult, I suppose, to click on one of these. Is it like a complicated math equation you have to solve without a calculator in order to pick one? Or is it like a feat of strength? You have to push something over on your computer so hard, it's like difficult or something? Why can't we get a 5th opinion on this? What's happening? This is boring. All right. I put the link out to Patreon. So if Patreon wants to jump in and be part of this, they can. We're waiting for 8 people to join or another vote over here. And we're not getting another vote. So I guess we're just going to join that one on a tie. That seems like G23 is going to be heartbroken because he's only getting a tie out of this one. Yep, he's only getting a tie out of it. That's sad. Should you feel bad? If you didn't vote, you should. All right, nobody else has been posting any suggestions for polls, so now I'm going to put one in here. which is better? And by better, I mean more decent. I'll put the question mark on this side. Which is better, right? Which is more of a decent thing? Would it be cake or stupid pie, which everybody hates? Oh, I guess I gotta type it right. Ask the community. There it goes. Best non-dead dog pet. All right, now we're talking. Now we got a poll. Remember, this is all polls all night. So unless you want lame polls, then start suggesting some good ones. Oh, what happened here? Somebody accidentally typed pie when you should have typed cake. So if you want to go back and change that, feel free. Feel free. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at that cake ratio. That's the kind of cake ratio you'd expect to see in a fine restaurant or at a nice shopping center. Let's say you went into a dessert shop and it was spelled with the E at the end, like SOHPPE. That's going to have this kind of cake ratio. We're at an 80% cake ratio. That's the kind of audience. This is how you foster a decent audience instead of a weird pie eating audience. You know how you can tell a pie eater? They're all by themselves because everybody hates pie. Look, there's only one person. We're going to now, wait, we got 8 people. Why don't we go to 9? Because you can always cut 9 pieces out of a cake. You can only cut 8 pieces out of a pie. Science. Cake is in the name. Yeah, see? Oh, you're saying cheesecake? How come cheesecake always comes up all the time? Why are people always trying to pie a cheesecake? How can cheesecake be a pie? Has anyone ever said, hey, can I have a cheese pie? It would be disgusting. 10. Boom. Poll can end. Ends. Slaughter. This is what would happen and this is why there's always a divider between pies and cakes. Because if you put them all in the refrigerator without any kind of divider, the cakes would beat up the pies. It would just happen. All right, so next up was best non-dog pet. So if you've got here's how the rules are. If you got an idea for a poll, and if it's good, then we're going to make it a poll, and then everybody else is going to vote on it, right? And then the winner. Oh, wait, I got to put 4 things in here now. So stupid cat or stupid bird or cool reptile or what else is there? Is there any other thing? Oh, other mammal, I guess. Or no, let's put in stupid fish. There we go. Boom. Best non-dog pet. All other pets aren't really pets. They're more like chores or obligations, but they're good for teaching children rules and obligations, I guess. Cats can be good if they're large enough to be vicious. Birds can be good if they're large enough to be vicious. Pets or reptiles are always good. There's no bad reptile. Fish? Ugh. I don't know about fish. I'm on the fence about fish. This will be an interesting one. We now have 10 people watching. Whenever this goes to 12 people, we're killing this poll. That's how it works. Oh, look, 8 people left because their fear of pets. Chumps. Windows versus Mac. Interesting. That's a good one. And everybody's on a computer. Well, no, I used to be able to say everybody's on a computer, but you know what? Now they let people with phones on the internet. So you gotta be careful. Jed it a pie? Okay. Dogs have masters, cats have staff. That's a good one. I've heard of that. Cake is in the name. Oh, we're talking about cheesecake there. Going back to the poll. Oh, we're up to 6. Looks like we got a lot of cat fans here. Now, cats will eat the birds and they'll eat the fish. So if you pick a cat, you're basically not just picking a cat, but you're also voting for the slaughter of birds and fish. Now, if a cat tries to eat the wrong kind of reptile, we've got a situation like, has there ever been a Godzilla versus a large cat? No, why not? Because the Godzilla would win, I think. I didn't even bother making that movie. I don't have a working PC. Yeah, see, that's what happens in the new age of the internet. People don't even have to have computers to be on the internet. It should be a law, but it's not. And now they've let anybody with a phone just use the internet. How can we be down 6 people? How come people aren't flocking to this show when don't they realize we're doing live polls all night long? All right, we're ending this poll. I thought this was a good one, but you know what? in the future, here's more rules. Here's more rules that y'all have to follow. You can give me a suggestion for a topic like this one, best non-dog pet, but I feel like you should also have to give me the 4 options so that I don't have to come up with them. So why don't you just do a little bit extra work, give me all the options as well as the questions. So that all I got to do is maybe copy and paste a bunch of them. All right, with that, we're ending the poll. So it looks like cats win. So I'm going to do a real quick poll here. Just everybody gets warmed up. Everybody can get some ideas of what they want to do. We got the the Windows Mac Linux one coming, but for real quick, we'll do a best cat. Real quick. Best cat is, and then a question mark, and then we'll have in here stupid lion, which nobody likes. Tiger, which is pretty awesome. And then panther, which is pretty awesome. And then a jaguar. I don't know how to spell that. We're going to see if I don't know if that's how you spell it. Let's just say that says jaguar. All right. I'm converting another hand-me-down laptop to Linux. I've thought about doing stuff like that. I'm 100 okay. My cat would fight a bear. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, so the next one after the biggest or the best cat one will be this computer one. Is somebody corking me even though I'm doing this rogue? Let's go see. Oh, Crump's over there. I thought that was 24 hours from now. That was a fast 24 hours.
Now, let's see if we can work a little magic with all this voice.
He's lucky I don't chat battle him right now. Chat battle him live. Why don't we do hashtag chat battle just to piss off Crump? And we'll see. Oh, I gotta not put a $sign in there, but how about that? And then do this, copy, boom. We're gonna start collecting stuff for chat battle. Let's go see what kind of votes we got going on the cats. Oh, Jaguars are taking the lead by a long shot. Nobody voted for Panthers. Oh, look what happened. An upset. Tigers just took the thing. I watched a thing on Instagram where somebody put a lion and a tiger together, and I forget the deal. It's like a girl lion and a boy tiger or something. And the thing that came out of it looked like a girl lion, but it had the body shape of a tiger, and it looked like it was suffering. Like it didn't look good. I think that's not good. I would not vote for that. We got 12 watching. We're ending the poll for whatever reason. Boom. So now it's ended, and we're going to see the results. This is kind of fun. It's not thrilling, but it's kind of fun. So the best cat turns out to be tiger and jaguar. I like how it'll automatically reshuffle them so that you don't have to waste your time trying to figure it out. So next up was from, oh, dang it. Come on. Who gave me this one? This one was from Kyle. Windows, Mac, Linux. So Windows is an operating system, Mac is an operating system, and, yep, Linux is an operating system. I guess there are probably some Mac people. Back in the Gun Channels days, there was some people that insisted on using Macintoshes around. And if Gizzard's out there, I think he's a Macintosher. There we go, boom. Oh, we did get more, okay. Best 45 platform. Oh, nice, nice. That's a real one, too. Oh, wife wanted to talk and you missed out on a bunch of votes. I'm not saying you lost a bunch of money, but you lost a bunch of giveaways. Boom, here we go. Now this one is for practice. So we just wanted to practice with this one. So it looks like Kyle was the practice winner on that one. Good job, Kyle, for the practice win on that one. I don't have enough money to just start sending stuff away willy-nilly. So we're just doing the stuff for fun. All right, so next up is this one. It looks like we got majority Windows. Oh, look at our Linux and no Mackies. So that means Gizzard isn't out here. or Gizzard converted. So here's the deal. All of these things will be stuck in here forever. Like all these little quizzes will be stuck in the comments of this video. That's kind of neat. Imagine what you could do with this. You could get some feedback from your people watching your videos, and you could have some sort of consensus, right? Imagine if we had this when we were building Every Second Matters back in the day. Every Second Matters might be like a triangle, and it might be like yesterday gun control or some shit, like some different name, right? Okay, we're ending this one. So we already have a new good one. This one, Windows. We kind of knew Windows was going to win because Windows cheats by making it easier and putting themselves in front of everybody all the time. Let's see. What was this about killing snakes? Nobody wants to kill snakes. That's a horrible thing. So next up is best 45 ACP platform. This one's from G23. Oh, you know what else I can do? I can go over here. Look at this. I'm using the best of both worlds like this. Boom. So now I can put that up on the screen at the same time that I'm putting his comment or his poll up here. Everybody's going to look at G23's poll. We got 1911. Probably going to win. Oh, what is striker fire? I don't know what striker fire is supposed to be. I guess a Glock or something. So cut, paste, add option, revolver. 45 ACP revolver. What? Yep, that's a thing. And then rifle. 45 ACP rifle. Yep, that's a thing. Thing is, you could have put submachine gun in here also, but you didn't. But whatever, it's your poll. And then we'll go to here, and we'll go to here, and there it is. So that one's from G23. Thanks for suggesting that one. If you want to suggest a poll, here's all you got to do. You got to suggest the poll and then 4 things, because I'm too lazy to have to come up with all 4 things. Or if I come up with them, you'll be lame because you don't like the things I come up with. All right, so here's the deal. We got 8 people watching because, I don't know, we were up to like 20 a second ago and they couldn't hang because they're not too late enough. So whenever we get back to, I don't know, 10 or something, we'll end this poll. And then we'll do this other one that I just seen. Is this the one? No. Best food to grill, which is a good idea because we should hoard off of barbecues and what's his face's video that was on earlier. Oh man, that was the end of the lemon juice, and all the lemon had sunk to the bottom, so I basically just drank a swallow of lemon juice with a little bit of water in it. And not just that I did that, I wasn't expecting it. Ugh. So we're going to do hashtag sour taste. And then we'll see who comes up with the winner of that one. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go start a commercial over here and get some more water because it tastes like I just drank a crap ton of lemon juice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 42 of the Locked and Loaded Latinos podcast. I am Rolo, the Puerto Rican Pistolero, and as always...
All right. And I went over and got myself a California peach. What? California? That's like getting hot sauce made in New York City. I didn't even know they faked peaches over there. Oh, we got 5 people in it. Let's see who wins the sour taste one. This one will be a real winner. Oh, J-Dog won. All right, so if you want the rest of this peach, you can have it. I will... Oh, here we go. Nightprowl is joining us from Kansas still?
Yep.
Right on. We're live. Got a bunch of polls over here. You mean the beach?
I didn't really see what was going on. So what are we talking about?
YouTube has a thing now, so we can put in polls. So I'm playing with the polls. So we just did one on the best 45 ACP platform. 1911 looks like it's slaughtered. So we're going to end that one. And the next poll is going to be best food to grill: pork, beef, chicken, or gross fish. So we'll go to poll. Oh, and then he jumped out. So that dude's from Kansas. Met that dude in California back in the day. Come on, can I do this? All right, I already like you way better now, YouTube. Look at this. I don't even have to hardly click or nothing. I can just drag and shit. There he is. Hold on. Drag. There. Now you're back.
Yeah, I'm still learning how to do this stuff.
Right on. Yeah, this is StreamYard, right? Because YouTube quit their live stream thing back in September of 2 years ago, I guess. And this one cost $25 a month, but it's pretty neat, and it works pretty decent on a phone. Yeah, so thanks for jumping in. I'm going to squish us out of here just so that they can see the screen a little bit easier.
Right before you were saying something about what, and the second poll was going to be what?
This one is best food to grill.
Oh,
Pork, beef, chicken, or fish.
I am literally grilling food as we speak. That's why I'm outside.
So pork, beef, chicken, fish.
Oh, it's beef.
Because they're in Kansas and it's free there, they just give it to you.
Yeah. We just walk to the store and they say, "Oh, here's your allotment of beef for the month."
Also
Let me see
sweet.
Here, I'll show you. I know you're a veggie, but you still got to appreciate these steaks. Let me see. There they are. Trying to find them here.
Here you go. Is this one of them super fancy grills or a regular old normal?
No, it's regular old normal kettle grill. It's got only differences. It's got a table and stuff.
Right on.
Let's see.
Dang, we got 6 votes. It's all beef and then I guess 1 vote for fish.
Yeah, if you ask my son, he would pick the fish. He's a big fan of fish.
Wait a minute. Did he grow up in California or did he do most of his growing up out there? He was already grown before you guys moved, right?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he just turned 18 last year, so he was still in California for most of his life.
That's true. So did you guys fish a lot out there?
Oh, we were doing it a lot until he turned 16, and then he didn't get his ID or license, so he can't get a fishing permit without his license or his ID. And so we haven't gone fishing because we don't have a license, which we shouldn't have, but whatever.
Well, I'm just thinking because when I was a kid, I ate fish a lot more when I was fishing. Then once I quit fishing so much, I didn't eat fish that much. But
yeah, we literally have brand new fishing poles in the garage that haven't even been used yet because he hasn't gotten his license.
are you talking driver's license?
Well, he just didn't got. Well, what happened was COVID hit right as all this kind of took place. So then he couldn't really get an appointment for his license to get an ID or a license. So he's kind of in limbo until things start,
Oh, okay. You're gonna mean more like a Kansas ID. I get you.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because they don't know you're a resident until you got all that shit, right?
Right.
All right. Well, we're ending that one. So let's see. There was some other ones in here. Beef won that one handily. Oh, okay. Next up is from John N. This one will be more interesting, perhaps. So I don't know what to call it because he didn't give it a name. So we'll just say best drive-through. And then we got Five Guys, Burger King, and In-N-Out, and that one. Everybody hates McDonald's. That won't be interesting because not every place has every one of them, right? What's the
Right.
big one in
Like
Kansas?
here in
Just McDonald's, or is there some other one that's like the big one in Kansas?
I really don't know. I mean, we have McDonald's, we have Burger King, we don't have In-N-Out. We have a Five Guys, but that's like in Topeka.
And you had In-N-Out and Five Guys from California, right? Like you knew them already.
Yeah.
And then there's one in Oklahoma called Brahms or something.
Yeah, we have that.
BHRA.
We do have that here, and I tried it because I was listening to Never Enough Ammo, and he was going on and on about Brahms. It was not anything to write home about.
Okay, that's what I was curious. Compared to the stuff you were used to from California and stuff, you didn't like Brahms then?
Yeah, I mean, Brahms is cool for their milkshakes and their ice cream, and you get gallons of milk there because they have a little store and everything. But as far as like their burgers and food, what I had wasn't great.
Dang, so Five Guys basically slaughtered this one. Only 6 people are voting, even though there's 10 people watching. That means 4 people either hate polls, are just trolls, or are just here to hoard all the good info from us and steal it.
I don't know. If it was me, I'd say In-N-Out beats Five Guys. I mean, Five Guys is all right, but I mean, when you take into account how many In-N-Outs there are throughout, California and the other places they have them, I would have to go for the price and everything. I'd go In-N-Out, but I'm also from California, so.
I don't like any of them. I've never ate at an In-N-Out no, I have eaten. Wait, which is the one with animal style?
Oh, that's In-N-Out.
Okay, I've eaten there. I've eaten their fries before, but I've never been to Five Guys ever, I don't think. And then, well, I haven't eaten at McDonald's since '89, and I've probably eaten a Burger King since then. But so I really don't know. But isn't In-N-Out the one that years ago started paying all the employees like reasonable rates, and the like owners were like the franchises or something were like treated very well, and like they just put more effort into their ingredients, and they just put like effort into the culture of the store?
Kind of, yeah. From what I understood, yeah, working at In-N-Out, you make a little more money than you would at a normal fast food joint, but they're working. They're not, when you watch them back there, they're cutting their fries and they're working. It's not like McDonald's where they're just sitting around, don't care. These guys are always, every time I went to In-N-Out, they were always very polite to me. They were always working their butt off. Their food, you could see the patties being made right then and there. I think they do.
You don't get that for like $2 extra an hour. You get that by having like a cool culture that gives people like, appreciation for putting in the work, right? And then all the customers love it. So it's got to be cool to work at a place where your customers are like you instead of just tolerate you, right?
Right. And like I said, every time I've gone to In-N-Out, it's always been busy. No matter what time of day it was, no matter when it was always busy. So
that's true too. I've never seen one. Well, I mean, I don't pay that much attention, but whenever I do look up and see one, it's like always got a line around it. But so do Five Guys. I don't ever see that at Burger King. At McDonald's, I'll see it only because they're one of the few places that'll stay open all night. So if I'm driving around, it's like one of the few like hamburger restaurants that's open in the middle of the night. All right, well.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of McDonald's, but it happens to be the only thing that's open 24 hours a day. And due to my work schedule, I'm up all night. So if I get hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning, that's where I'm going.
You got Mexican restaurants in the open in the middle of the night, though? Drive-thrus?
Not here. Maybe in Kansas City or Topeka, but I haven't found any here.
That sucks. That's
I miss
the kind
that.
of stuff. Living away from that, I would consider that be the middle of nowhere. I've only done that in Wyoming. Every place else has had at least something besides McDonald's to go. Like a coffee shop or like a truck stop or something. Or something like that where you can get like an omelet or a chili or stuff like that.
There used to be, but then when the COVID hit, they shut the restaurant down at the truck stop. It used to be 24 hours a day, and now it's not.
Yeah, we did the same here. The really cool truck stop went down. It's back now, but it was down to like, I forget, like closed at 10, opened at 6 or something. Okay, so we're closing that poll. We got 9 votes, but 5 guys just clobbered it. I'm happy to see that McDonald's didn't get 1 vote. Screw McDonald's. And Burger King got a bunch. I wonder why Burger King got so many. Is that because of the hamburgers are so good, or because the other stuff at Burger King makes it interesting to go there?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Burger King. I mean, I will eat it because, you know, sometimes I want something a little different, but it's not great.
I don't think I know anybody that's like, I'm going to Burger King. Like, let's go to Burger King. You know what I mean? Like, it's always been like, well, we'll settle for Burger King.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're doing. You're settling because there's nothing like on the menu that you're like, oh, I really want that, or I have a craving for that. It's the same thing as McDonald's. You're just like, okay, it's either one of these two because they're open.
Oh, hold on. How do I go over here, I guess? I'm not doing it. Keep track. I'm learning new stuff. I'm not good at this internet thing. So,
Yeah. I was going to ask you, is it going to mess up the live stream if I smoke, or is that going to be an issue?
no, go ahead.
Okay.
Here's what's messing up the live stream. You're holding your phone like an old man. Can you hold your phone at a regular angle? There we go.
Okay.
Now we're cooking with gas. So, J-Dog is saying he got one of the first run of G-Webs patches. So you're talking the sewn ones from back in the olden days? You're around from that long ago? And then, let's see. Can we have 2 options, or does it have to be 4? No, you can totally have 2 options. It can have 2, 3, or 4 options for these polls. So if anybody wants to suggest a poll, go ahead. Here we go. So now Woods has an interesting one here. So if you want to put in a suggestion for a poll, then do it. Don't sit around being an observer. Participate in the internet. So the next one is from Woods, and in a second I will post it on the screen so everybody can see it, and then we'll post it in the thing. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a hashtag also. So it's 1930. He's setting the stage here. It's 1930, and you're making a hit for Al Capone. You use a Smith & Wesson Model 10 or a Colt Model 1903. And then we're going to go over to the giveaway thing, and we'll use hashtag Colt 1903. And we'll see who jumps in.
I don't know. On that one, I would use whatever's available. Whatever is the most prevalent gun out there, that's what I would use.
Which one?
Whatever's the most prevalent, there's the most common out there.
What's a 1903? Is it 38?
I honestly don't.
You don't type your answers in here, old men. You go to the poll and you click on the poll. What the hell's wrong with here? Let's go back. We're watching you smoke instead of watching the poll. So you go in here and you click on the dang poll. Old people are all typing in like the answer down. But then they're also hashtag, it's a 380, then definitely the Smith & Wesson, because the Smith & Wesson is a 38. If this is a 380, then
if it's 380, I'd definitely not take my chances with the 380. I mean, because, you mess up your pit, Al Capone can have you in it. So you better make sure it goes through.
All right, well, we got 5 entries for the thing, so we're hitting that one first. And we'll see who wins this. So we're using all the tools that are available to us on the StreamYard. Oh, G23 wins. That was just for practice, though. So then we'll go over here. What?
I said, you're coming up a lot in the winning lately.
Oh, yeah, because he fakes it. He probably has some kind of an agreement with StreamYard, so he gets in there.
Probably.
We got 15 people watching. We only got 9 votes. So that means that 6 people are fake. They're just horking all the good info from this one so they can steal it and use it on their own shows. Or they're robots. They don't understand how this whole thing works. Or they're old people or children, and they don't know how this thing works. Or they have no opinion. And why would they be watching this channel if they don't have an opinion? This is a channel for people with opinion. So I guess we're ending it. Boom. it's interesting because I guess if I paid more attention, it would tell me more stuff about it, but I'm not really paying that much attention. So we're next going to another one from Woods. What is this? Woods is just taking all the, Woods is coming up all the questions here. So let's see what the results were. So we had 9 votes, 55% went to 1903 Colt. So people are that interested in having an automatic that they went with less powerful of a caliber. So let's see. Bar versus Tommy gun. You're in World War II. And then you got Bar versus Tommy gun.
Okay, but here's a question: do I have vehicle support? Like, am I cruising on a tank, or am I hoofing it with this thing?
He just says you're in World War II, so let's assume all possible scenarios. Like you might have to do either of those. You might have support, you may not.
Okay, then I'm not gonna. I know what kind of shape I'm in. I'm not carrying a bar because this is gonna be way too heavy. So I'm gonna have to go with the Tommy gun. Even though I think that would be way better.
Since this is my show and we got time to do it, we're going to go over to YouTube and we're going to attempt to find, go to my subscriptions, and we're going to go to the best channel on YouTube, Johnny Rollins Shooting Show, and then we're going to go to videos. How am I going to find this? How am I going to find this? It was like 2000. Man, I wish I knew how to find it. Oh, I want to say 8-2000. Do I have an 8-2000 in here? No, I don't. 1999.
Put our safety on. Go and check our velocity. And yes, friends, that's a real number. 18.
No.
That's good.
I'll give it one more shot. It was a 2000, I thought. We'll try this 7-2000.
Now, one of the first things that we do
Oh
at
no,
the
I just watched that one. So maybe it was 12.
What? Is this? Can you do this? Like, you don't want to be on camera doing Jesus?
Uh-oh.
She's waiting for food.
Right on. Okay, so I was looking for a thing from Johnny Rowland, but he has a really cool set of series of videos in his channel and his show over there. I just don't know where to find it right off the bat. But he has a guy from West Point who does a really cool comparison between a bar, the BAR, and the MG42, that stupid belt-fed machine gun that a bunch of idiots like. That was a Nazi belt-fed gun. Am I saying the right one? The MG42, that big stupid German gun.
Hitler's buzzsaw.
Yeah. And the one they made, I think they made it into a Star Wars gun, right? And he's like, oh yeah, on paper, this gun's so good or whatever. And this is the guy teaching the dudes at West Point. He's like, yeah, on paper, this gun's so good. You can change the barrels and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, now let's say what happens if you got one person with a bar and 2 people on this crew serve weapon. And they're over there shooting fast for like a second. And then they proceed to have to deal with all the tediousness of that stupid gun. And the dude with the bar is just like bang, 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 bang. So the bar wails. So in this one, I'm taking the bar, I think. It's 30-06. And if it's too big, Bonnie and Clyde that thing.
That's fair.
Freaking Bonnie walked around with one.
Yeah. But you got to remember, they also got taken out by a bar, too.
True. All right, well, we're ending that one. We got 14 people watching. 10 people voted in that one. That means 4 people were too scared to vote in that one. So let's see if we can find another poll. This is all polls all night, live. So all night long, all we're doing is polls. You can come up with the poll, but you have to give us the title of the poll and then the 4 questions for the poll. And then they have to be good. We have a 0 tolerance policy, so if you're annoying, I delete you from our channel. Let's see. Cheesy Tots was the only thing I actually liked at BK. So that's what I was going to say. Burger King like played around a little bit more and had things where like McDonald's, their whole deal was like, hey, we have basically our menu and it's the same everywhere, but it's the same everywhere. And it's always the same. I guess we don't have any more polls coming up. All right, well, I guess that's all the polls. Nobody else can come up with a poll. We got 15 people watching. Nobody can come up with a poll for everybody else. This the whole idea of a participatory internet is that I don't have to do any work and y'all have to do all the work. So it's a poll.
If I disappear, it's because I'm messing with my settings. I'm trying to get my Bluetooth to work.
Okay. All right, well, so we'll go with gotta chew the peach all the way before you swallow. Hottest anti. So we got Pelosi. We got Gabby. And then we got Diane. And what's her name? Shannon. Boom. Do a sexist derogatory one. Oh snap! Here's one: Chick-fil-A versus KFC versus Bojangles versus Popeyes. I've been to 3 of those. Wait, yeah, 3 of those before. We won't leave this one up very long because it's derogatory. It's sexist. I should have put Tulsi Gabbard up there. Ew, people are voting for Pelosi. Ew. Show the thing that goes up. All right, we're leaving it. Somehow Gabby Giffords won. So next up will be, can I delete a poll so that I act like I didn't put a sexist poll up there? There's no girls watching, so they won't even know. Oh, I can't delete it. Well, turns out you should delete your poll if you're going to do a sexist poll because now it's going to be up there forever. So this will be Chicken Place, we'll call it. No, I wouldn't eat any of these places, but I have been to 3 of them. So we got Chick-fil-A, KFC, Bojangles, and Popeyes. How many of them you got in Kansas?
There we go. Much better. Okay, so I've never been to Bojangles.
That's because you probably didn't got that one. You probably got the rest, though.
Let's see. You said KFC, Popeyes, and what was the other one?
Oh, Chick-fil-A, and then Bojangles.
I've only been to Chick-fil-A once, and I got some chicken nuggets, and we were in Colorado, so it was okay, but I haven't tried enough of it to really determine. If I was, and as far as KFC and Popeyes go, for a while there, we really were on the Popeyes kick. We liked Popeyes better, but occasionally I do like to eat KFC. So I'd go Popeyes on that one. But keep in mind, I don't have any idea as far as Bojangles goes.
I don't know about the chicken part, but Bojangles seem like Southern, I guess, because they had black eyed peas as a side, like that kind of thing, cornbread, and then biscuits. I think that were like freaking amazing. I think they were either biscuits or bread or something. So we went there in North Carolina, and just to see what it was like or whatever. And I was like, holy moly, these things are crack. Or were they, I don't know. There was some sort of a biscuit bread, something that was like crack. And I was like, holy crap, I got to go back there. I think maybe they had a breakfast biscuit. That must have been what it was. I remember going.
I'm definitely a fan of biscuits. When it comes to biscuits, I love the biscuits. So if they have really good biscuits, then I'll try it someday.
KFC still has those, right? That was like their thing
Yeah.
when I was first quit. Let's see, and then Popeyes, their deal is just they have different sides also, right? Like they're more than just different breading and spice. And from KFC, they have different sides also.
Yes, yeah, they do. They have
Open
like
or
they have coleslaw and they have beans and stuff like that.
Now, I've never even been close to a Chick-fil-A, so I have no idea. Because they're one of those places wherever they're open, there's a line. So do they even sell fries? Like I don't even know if I've never eaten a fry from there.
I'm assuming they do, but like I said, we were in Colorado, and when I went to go see Dragon Man's, that's where we had Chick-fil-A, because I didn't try anything else except for some nuggets or something.
Oh snap! I should have mentioned this. I'm going to do it right now, so that nobody else has to ever have to deal with a situation where you go to Colorado Springs and then you don't go to this place. So let's say you go to Colorado Springs. I'm looking at a map on the computer right now, and we zoom into Colorado Springs where Dragon Man is. Now Dragon Man is out here living his life, right? You can see him from space. Now if you drive on 94 back into town, and then I'm gonna need to cheat. Come on, I'm gonna need to cheat because I can't remember the place. But I'll type in breakfast, right? And then it's somewhere right in here. I just forget where. Come on, can you go away from me? No. It might be down here a little bit. Susie's West Side? No. Wait.
Oh, what, Sandy's?
Was it Sandy's?
Well, remember, he always, in all of his videos, when he says he's going to eat or something, he always goes to Sandy's.
Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't even know that. Oh, he does say that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Oh, no. I haven't been to Sandy's. But now I'm definitely going to go to Sandy's. No, it's something like Sue's. And it's over here, kind of on the, what do you call it, west side of the north-south of 25, I guess. And it's got I remember it's got a yellow roof. So I'm not going to be able to find it. But basically, when I was driving around, whatever tour it was, when I was doing chocolate chip pancakes, each tour I'll usually pick some food item and get that everywhere I go so that I can do like a review of all these different things. So I was doing chocolate chip pancakes and I was at Dragon Man's and I was looking for a place to get some chocolate. I was in Colorado Springs. I was looking for a place to get chocolate chip pancakes and I typed in that and I found this place. Anyway, I'm not even kidding. I've eaten in a lot of restaurants and I've ordered chocolate chip pancakes in a lot of restaurants. This place in Colorado Springs is the best breakfast restaurant I've been to. And I've been to a lot of good ones. It's not like I've only been to bad ones. Definitely, I think it's called like Sue's or something like that. SUE. It's like the name of somebody.
See, I should have talked to you before I went because you know all the places, and we ended up just eating at commercial places. I would have much rather gone to the other, gone to other places, but we didn't know.
I usually know at least one because I'll try that. I hardly, in fact, I won't. I'd just rather not eat. I'll go to like a wall store and just buy some food and eat it. I won't eat out just for the sake of eating out, especially at a place where like a KFC or a McDonald's. They can keep. I'll keep my money. They're not getting my money. All right, so we're ending that poll. It looked like Chick-fil-A won handily over KFC. I kind of figured KFC would win, but I don't know. Dragon Man just shot off some full auto Glocks. Oh, really? He's probably doing that.
He's always doing that though. He's always showing his full auto Glocks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got another good one here. Papa John's, Domino's, and the rest here. So let's do that one. A lot of food stuff going on. We could do gun ones too. Back when Woods was in here, he was doing some gun ones. Pizza joints. So we got your Papa John's, which I am not a fan of. It's too sweet for me. Domino's. I don't know. I've had good Domino's before, so it's tough for me to say I hate Domino's. Like I've had some really good Domino's, but then I've had some really bad Domino's. What is your
Yeah.
pie? I don't even know. Is that a place?
Your pie? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, unless that means making your own. I've never heard of that one. And then the last one was, well, I forgot. Little Caesars. So Papa John's, Domino's, your pie, or Little Caesars.
Okay,
So
I'm not gonna. As far as I'm concerned, Little Caesars is a place you go for cheap pizza because me and my son we'd go do the airsoft thing, and then when we get done with that, we'd always go and get us a little $5 pizza at Little Caesars. So Little Caesars is more nostalgia from when I was a kid and then hanging out with my son than it is really good pizza. It's not good pizza, but I actually like Papa John's. I like Papa John's, but if I'm sick of Papa John's, I'll eat Pizza Hut. I don't do Domino's too often.
That's the kind of thing. So I don't like Papa. I don't think Papa John's is bad quality. I just don't like the sauce. It's too sweet for me. Um, but if it's free, I'll eat it. I've eaten a lot of it at AOL. They'd make us eat Papa John's constantly. That's another reason I probably hate it because I probably ate it a lot because I'm too cheap to buy food when it's free. So I ate a lot of free Papa John's. Domino's, like I said, I'm okay with Domino's. I've had some fantastic Domino's. Now I don't know if it's like, like you're out somewhere and you do something physically exhausting, let's say, and then you get back to the hotel and the only thing available is Domino's. That might taste amazing just because it isn't cold and gross.
Right.
But I think I've really had some good Domino's before. And then definitely when I had friends that worked at Domino's, so they were literally making my pizza for me and it was my good friends. Like I know what Domino's can do when they're making pizza for their friends, and it's like they do have good ingredients. Like you can make an amazing pizza from a Domino's. So if they're in a good mood and they make you a good pizza, Domino's doesn't have to suck. On the other hand, like anything, if they're in a rush and they don't care, like I'm sure you can get garbage Domino's. I don't know what your pie is. So we're gonna have to see what your pie is, and then nobody's voting for Little Caesar at all. But I'm okay with Little Caesars. Like you say, I don't call them pizza. Nothing's pizza except Chicago pizza anyway. But for like a $5 snack, I think they're pretty awesome. What I liked about pizza or Little Caesars is they're just always there. So depending on what kind of stuff, what the situation was, if you needed to, like there was a Little Caesars pizza ready for you right then. And that could be pretty interesting. That was pretty helpful sometimes, pretty awesome sometimes. I don't know if they still do that.
Yeah, that was like before I left California because I think that was the last time I had Little Caesars. So that was like 5 years ago. We'd just pull up and they'd have the $5 pizzas already. You'd walk in, you pay your $5 or whatever, and you'd go out and we'd go sit in the Jeep and eat. And it was great. It was just a lot of fun,
Yeah, exactly, for that kind of thing. Or like if you had 5 people or something, or like a lot of people, you could go whale on a Domino or a Little Caesars, and like you say, just right there in the parking lot, boom. Moments later, everybody's eating. That was pretty good.
Yeah. And now Domino's, they're coming out. They have their sandwiches. I actually like their sandwiches. The sandwiches they make, those are pretty good. The problem is though, every time I order it, for some reason the one here they just screw up my order every single time. I've had so many screwed up orders over the last few years that I've lived here that I don't even bother with Domino's anymore.
Now, some of that is crew, I'm sure, or like management, but nothing you can do because even at the restaurant, it has good food. If they're not able to, make it, then they might not have. All right, so that looks like Domino's wailed on that one.
Really?
Little Caesars didn't even get a vote. You know what it doesn't do is keep track of how long the vote was up. It just keeps track of how many votes that people gave or placed. I think the next one is another. Wait, what happened? No, this was a different one. Okay. So the next one is a more theoretical. Get it to paste. In a 2-mile race, who would win? And then it's Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and then Yankee.
I would definitely say Hillary Clinton, and for the sheer fact is because what she'll do is she'll shoot both of them and
Well,
they'll
I'm the fourth one now. I don't want to get killed by Hillary Clinton. I think I would win because I don't think Yankee can run for shit, and I'm pretty sure.
But
Clinton
he always brags about how he was a runner and everything, and he's always on the treadmill. He's always going on about how he used to be fast. And
Well, that's true. No, that's true. He fucking does go on the treadmill. If he still goes on the treadmill, then he'll win because I never run. I walk, and I know I walk more than him, but I don't run ever. So Yankee might win over me if he still runs. If he doesn't run, then I'd win.
I'm still gonna say Hillary's just gonna cap some people in the knees, and she's just gonna walk her way to wherever. It's not gonna matter how long it takes her; she'll still win.
I would Navarro run right past all of her bullet shots, so I would still.
You would Matrix it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep.
Oh shit! I've had the Woods thing up there forever. All right, but it doesn't look like we're getting any other votes in, even though we got 11 people watching. Everybody's comatose. They're all like, "Oh, I'm not participating in these chats or these polls or whatever," and then they're not even offering any new polls to suggest for everybody else to vote on. So we're over here trying to abuse the system, see if we can break it and get everybody to participate. Nobody's participating, and we haven't broke nothing, so it's kind of boring.
200.
Oh, what are you doing now?
Oh, I was checking the temperature because I'm reverse searing them, so I want to keep my temperature around 200, 225 or whatever for the steaks, and then I'm gonna fire up the grill and get it really hot and do a sear on them when they're done.
You're reverse whatting them? What?
I guess it's called reverse searing.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Now I gotta go check on my potatoes. What's up, puppy?
What's the idea there? You let all the juices out and then you sear them inside? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't. I don't understand it either, but I did it the other day and it was so good.
Oh, it worked?
Yeah, it worked. No,
I don't know where this came from. I just came up with it and it worked. But I'm sitting here. I bought these fish sticks like an idiot, and I'm like, these are gross and I don't like them, but I bought them, so I might as well eat them. So I was looking at them, and I think I'm pretty sure they said on a frozen fish stick, you can set this on a fry pan and it'll work. And I was like, that sounds disgusting, and there's no way I'm going to put a frozen fish stick in a fry pan and then eat that, right? But I'm like, well, if I put it in the toaster oven for a while, and then like got it to where it was all not frozen anymore, and then put it in a fry pan, what would happen? And then that actually was kind of interesting. It made the inside hot, like if you cooked it, but then on the outside it seared it or whatever. And I don't know if it's probably nothing like that, but I guess it's the same thing. Like basically the thing was hot and wet, and then I stuck it in a fry pan and it got brown or whatever. It seared it up, so it actually had like a crust on the outside or a crunch.
Well, one of the reasons I do the reverse sear is because I can get the inside kind of cooked to where I want it, about medium rare or medium, and then I can just hit it with a couple minutes of really intense flame or really intense heat to get that char that you want, not burnt, but that little bit of grill marks and everything. It works out.
Oh, you're making steaks though, so you got like how everybody likes them, and then you just make them the way they like them.
Oh no, I make them however they come out. Like I'm not freaking out about it. My wife likes well done. My son, he likes medium rare or rare because he's definitely likes them rare. I like a medium rare or rare. It doesn't matter to me. I try to do them, and because I'm not like some of these guys who can really do it perfect and get everything to medium rare and to get everybody what they want. I can't do that yet. So.
What the hell was I watching? I think I was just sitting there minding my business, and it scrolled past me or something, and then I watched it because I couldn't figure out what the hell happened. But the guy took I don't know what the hell he even took. He took, let's say, a piece of chicken, he wrapped it in a piece of meat, and then he keeps putting sauce on it, and then he wraps that in bacon, and then he sticks this thing in it, and then he puts it in his barbecue. And then he says, blah, 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 until the internal temperature is at something, and then made some sauce. And I'm like, is there remote control temperature probes that you just stick in the individual item and then just put it in there and it's wireless?
Yes, there absolutely is. Most of them are
Oh,
wired, but there are some out there that are wireless that you can stick in, and they are amazing. I don't have
yeah,
one
that's
yet because
crazy.
yeah, because I need to get one, but they are very, very cool. I've been doing other stuff. I ended up buying a chainsaw, and I should have bought a thermometer, but whatever. Teach
Yeah,
their own.
chainsaws are pretty cool. Plus, you got an orange one. That's pretty awesome. So
Yeah,
y'all don't
exactly.
even know. Is this Joe? Assuming this is Joe, you don't even freaking know. This is a dude that's met Kalashnikov, and I'm not even fucking around. Like literally met Kalashnikov. So his question is best rifle caliber, and we got a course 39. Oh, the bullets that I wish I would have been able to buy off of Joe in 39. I've quit collecting bayonets, by the way, and I've sold a bunch to Martin, and then I'm selling the rest slowly. I started collecting ammo. I don't know if Joe, if you ever met Bill Wooden, but I got invited and I headed over to the Wooden Labs before Bob died, and or Bill died, and uh, I got to see his 7.62 by 39 and 5.45 collection, so I collect ammo now. So yeah, best AK rifle caliber: 7.62 by 39, 5.45, 5.56, or 7.62 by 51. Right on. Yeah, so I got to check it out. Did you get to see a 7.62 by 39? That was pretty awesome. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that. Yeah, it's definitely 7.6 by 39. I mean, that's like the epitome of AK rounds.
Very cool. So, anyway, like I say, Joe's legit, and I got to see some neat stuff. That some of that stuff that he had in the collection back in the day would have been neat. I'm also collecting books, so I've got most of the books out there now. Not everything, but close to everything. I don't know what all you're doing up there, but if you're still in town. What is an AVS 36? So I guess not. I looked at where the 7.62 by 39 stuff was, and then the 5.45 was right next to it. I looked at all that. So if there was something around there, I don't know what an AVS 36 is. And then I did look through the 50 BMG quite a bit. There was way too much of the 50 BMG to. Oh, he has a rifle, you mean? Or the ammo for it? It's 54R. Well, let's bring it back. Anyway, so we're going to put in here hashtag 7.62 by 39. Can I? Oh, you know what? I'll just do it like this. X39. Oh no! I don't know what happened when he passed too. I think that they sold the whole thing, kit and caboodle. So I wonder what happened to his collections and stuff. No, I didn't know. But like I say, I was mostly interested in 7.62 by 39, and then I think I wore out my welcome bugging him to help him sort the collection, or to like work, help out. He wasn't really looking for help, but looking through the 50 BMG was blowing my mind. And then the 50 BMG was right next to all the Trowns or whatever, like the Trowns and the squares, the triangle stuff, and the stuff that like the 90-degree, built around I don't know what that thing is called, where the projectile is next to the powder. He had a bunch of those, like a whole drawer of those. So it was just blowing me away. And then I was looking at his small stuff. He let me look through the drawers of small stuff. Like he had 2 big drawers of stuff that was smaller than 22. It took forever to take pictures of that stuff. I got a bunch of pictures. And then me and Martin went live and talked about all the ammo for a couple of hours. It was kind of fun. That was years ago now. Back in the olden days, we would all get together, and a bunch of AK collectors get together and have some pretty intense chats once a year. Bringing back a bunch of memories in those days. So we got 3 votes only for the poll. I don't know what's going on. We got 11 people watching. So a bunch of people are eating too much turkey and they're getting all tired or something. And they're scared to click the button to vote. So I guess that's an indication. We've been going for more than an hour. I really just saw that other people are using this poll thing, and I was like, hey, I'm going to see if I got that thing. I couldn't figure out where it is. Yeah, exactly. Are you still in Tucson? And then I figured out you just click on this button down here that is next to the super chat button. And then we're going to end this one because nobody's voting on it, even though it's the best poll all night, really. What'll happen is it'll eventually pop up and look like one of these, and it'll be a complete poll or a completed poll. And then once it turns color, you can click on it again. You can put a question there. You can add up to 4 options. What? Oh yeah, 4 options. And then click you ask the community, and then it sends the poll out there. Right on. I was just up on that neck of the woods actually today too. Dang it. Only have a PAP M92. Nothing wrong with that. I don't remember which one the PAP was, but the M92's decent guns. Anyway, so what's happening with the chainsaw? I saw that you answered, but did you say you got one tree in your yard and you're going to chop it down?
Yeah, no, I have a bunch of firewood from some trees that got taken down a little like a year ago, and now I've got if you could see over there, I got a pile of wood. So I've got and then I've got one tree in between my neighbor's house and mine that it's all fuzzy, isn't it? There we go. It's all that I got to take down. See, it's not a very big tree, but we've been waiting for the tree guy to answer his call, and see that one right there.
Oh yeah, that's not.
And yeah, and he hasn't been answering. So I figured if I buy a chainsaw, I have a chainsaw. So, because I could pay him $200 or $300 to do it, or I could buy myself a chainsaw and then I get the benefit of having a chainsaw. So
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it was for us. It was like going to cost X amount of dollars to have some person come over and do it. And I was like, it would be less for me to just buy a chainsaw. And then all we got to do is figure out what to do with the wood. And that's all we did.
Exactly. And it's like the way I look at it is there's no excuse not to have a chainsaw. Like, especially if you're kind of prepping for, some kind of situation, you might as well just have a chainsaw. I'm not talking about no Ash and the Evil Dead. I'm talking about because you could have a windstorm come through and knock down trees in the outside in the street and you can't get through. And that's happened before. And, sometimes the chainsaw, save your life. That and chainsaw is just cool, and I don't need an excuse.
I'm trying to get all the questions from this next one in here. All right, so the next one is what weapon? Is there another qualifier to that? Okay, what weapon would you choose? A questionable musket, a pencil, John Wick, or a set of nunchucks, or a 4-inch pipe? I don't know.
Wait, I can pick John Wick. I can just have him do my fighting for me.
Well, at first I thought there was like a qualifier, like in some particular battle or something, but I think in general, I think most people would pick probably nunchucks. But we'll see if we get any votes. So far, we don't got any votes on that one.
Well,
so maybe this is broken if there's not 11 people watching.
Maybe you gotta have ninja stars too. If you're gonna have nunchucks, you gotta have ninja stars.
trying to figure out how I can get past this ad. Nothing I can do. I'll just get my own ad. Stupid. All right. Oh, we got pencil winning.
Really, a pencil?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
John Wick style, so I guess.
Oh, so it's not that I get John Wick, it's I get John Wick's pencil.
I guess using a John Wick style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go questionable musket. I mean, I'll have one shot, but at least, you know, I can take that shot from far away.
Said I could write a check to buy real weapons with the pencil. All right, well, we got 4, and it looks like pencil beat out. So we'll do one with a AK variant. Right? So we can go with the Romanian. Kits. Can't think of the name for them anymore. The kits. We can go with the German MP thing. I can't even remember them anymore.
I think it's the MP40. Oh wait, you're talking about something else. You're talking about an AK variant.
Yeah, the thing, I can't even remember them anymore. MPIKM, is that what it is?
No idea.
The German one has the little, or it has the brown plastic furniture that has like the little dimples and stuff. They had kind of a unique look to it.
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, I'm not going to say Russian. I'll go with Egyptian. And then, so we got Romanian, we got the German, we got an Egyptian, and then we'll put the Yugo in there because that's a different one. Or no, we'll go with the Yugo. And that'll be a Yugo underfoot. No, let's do the Yugo, whatever you want. Boom. So that's kind of vague, but it goes basically a German, a Hungarian. It could have gone with a Hungarian. We didn't get a lot of. Oh no, we did get a lot of Hungarian stuff actually. I was trying to think of stuff from kind of the old days that was off the shelf. I should have gone with Hungarian instead of Yugo because there was no Yugo stuff until the mid 2000s, and then later. But I really like the German ones for whatever reason. The German was basically Russian, but made in Germany, and then just looked a little bit beat up. And I don't know, something about the German ones. I didn't put a Valmet in there because those things cost way too much. And if you owned one, you could have sold it and bought 2 of the other ones. No chrome on the Yugos. Did all the other ones have chrome? I don't know if the Egyptians and stuff. The Egyptians were fun. I got rid of my Egyptian only because I'm poor and it didn't have bayonet look, so I didn't keep it. But I probably should have. Since we're talking to Joe knows, well, he's the one who told me, I think, about back in the day, all the Red Dawn guns were Egyptian semi-autos. And when Melius was making the movie, he's like, I don't want to have fake guns like Mini 14s that look like AKs or something. I want the real deal. So the best thing he'd come up with was those Egyptians, and then converted them to full auto because it was pre-86. The movie was made in 1984. Oh shit, I moved right before seeing what you're making. Is that a rocket?
What?
To the right?
Oh, no, it's
Potato chopper.
yeah.
I was like, dang, he's got a. It looked, so we're sitting here talking about AKs. That looks almost like a Yugo training grenade. You put them in the barrel and shoot.
Yeah, that would be cool. Have a training grenade just sitting on my table.
So yeah, I was talking about the Red Dawn stuff. So the guns for Red Dawn were Egyptians. So they were Mahdi's that were converted to full auto, and there's 13 of them or something. And then the reason I learned about them originally is because some of the dudes in KCI owned them. Like those 13 were sold from the movie company at one point by the people in Nevada, right? I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. And then bunch of dudes that were interested in AKs bought those things because they were transferable AK full auto AKs, but not just transferable full auto AKs that were used in Red Dawn and in like the A-Team and all kinds of TV shows because I think they had pedigrees, like they knew what movies they were made. Some of them were semis, yeah. And then, but a couple of the guys owned them, right? And then, but they were Egyptian. So the whole thing about Egyptian AKs is they're basically Russian. So these were like, seriously, some of the closest AKs we could get to real Russian AKs. And then, again, their lineage or whatever was just insane. It was awesome. So I don't know if Joe knows, but one of the Valmets that was turned into an RPK, to look like an RP, a 76 or 70, an RPK 545, I think. Was it supposed to look like a 545? No, it was just supposed to look like a Bakelite Mag. Anyway, the one that she's carrying, well, let's go look. The one in Red Dawn. What's her name? Erin? No, that didn't work. How about Red Dawn 1984? And if we get to this one of maybe the third most iconic scene, let's say oranges. I would say definitely one of the more ironic scenes is when they're all standing here like this and Swayze's got this gun in his hands. That gun that's in his hands right there is later the gun that this chick is shooting. And I don't know if this is the same gun, but it's very similar, right? And it might be the same gun or not.
Isn't that the gun that you shot? You dumped a mag through.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell Joe. Yeah, that's what I was telling Joe. This gun, this Valmet that they turned into an RPK for the movie, and it's the one when she's under the tree and they leave her with the hand grenade. That gun is up at a place called Copper Star in. Do I got the map open anymore? Copper Star is up in Camp Verde. So you can go up to Camp Verde and buy, time on the range. Oh, that probably isn't it. Buy time on their indoor range and shoot a mag through Swayze's gun. So he bought one of the Red Dawn guns and he's got it there as a rental gun, and it's Swayze's RPK. Super cool. So yeah, I got to go up there and shoot that thing one time. It was Jennifer Grey. Yeah, no wonder I couldn't find it. Yeah, exactly. So when you're talking about Valmets, there are definitely some Valmets in Red Dawn. So when you're talking about the Red Dawn tour, yeah, I've been up to the town a couple of times now, Las Vegas, New Mexico. Been to, well, this is hard to find because they think some of that might have been filmed in Colorado. I don't think so. But anyway, I haven't been up to where they off the dude where there's on the top of the mountain, but that might be in Colorado also. Definitely been to the town where all the stuff takes place. But then we found the movie theater. We found both gas stations. Definitely, I haven't been in this building, but we've been outside of that building. And then, of course, the best part is found where this is, and I've stood there, and I found a dead rattlesnake there. So how awesome is that? This is right around the corner from one of the gas station where they ride up in a tank, and she rides up in her bicycle, and they steal her basket, and then the awesomeness and the hidey holes. This scene, been there. Put my van where the tank was. So yeah, we've been to a bunch of them, and then of course the high school, and then way down the road from the high school is where the gas station from Rob's dad, the gas station that they kind of loot on the way out of town, and the place where they pee in the radiator. So I got to check out all those places. They're pretty neat. They're all in all around Las Vegas, New Mexico, and they don't know anything about it. Most people in Las Vegas, New Mexico, know nothing about Red Dawn, it turns out. So there's a good one. So we'll end up with this one at just 4 votes, but Hugo ended it. Interesting. Not 1 vote for Romanian. So much history with those Romanian kids. But let's see, we got one with rifle plates. So we got polyethylene, then we got ceramic, and then we got steel, and then hopes and dreams. So which are the best rifle plates? Whenever it pops up again, polyethylene, ceramic, steel, or just not having rifle plates?
I don't know. If it was me, I would go steel, even though I know they're heavier. Ceramic, I don't know. If you get hit multiple times, but who's gonna get hit I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is that if you are going to fall down or something or get hit with something else, right, then that's breaking your ceramics potentially. So I could see the people being fearful of that. I don't know about poly.
Steel's heavy. You're looking at what, 20 extra pounds? What are they, like 10 pounds a piece or something? Or are they 20 pounds a piece?
Well, I have no idea. And that's the bullshit part. Because if you're a little person, you're going to carry around less steel than a big person, right? So somebody huge is going to have way bigger plates. I feel like that's not fair. So I guess it also depends on what you really think's going on. You know, when if your job is to go stand in a doorway, you know, in a room to jump into a room of people that don't want you in that room, like that's one thing. But if you're minding your business in the forest, you know, do you need a rifle plate on? I don't know. So
yeah, exactly.
So if it's one of these things like I'm going to leave it in the trunk of the vehicle or like in some stowed, you know, some place for when I need it. And when I need it, I'm only going to have it on for a moment or two and then hopefully not have to wear it for long term. That's where I guess I can understand the steel. But in general, I don't understand why you'd want to wear a steel plate on your body.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do, 8 hours of doing a patrol with steel plates on. That would just, I don't know. But I'm also not in the best shape. I'm not, super, I don't know. Well, so which one would you pick?
Probably the hopes and dreams because I don't have all of them. I don't have any polyethylene. I'm assuming that as time goes on, and I don't know if Joe, if you're still out there, text me or something. We'll meet up sometime when you got some time. Shoot the shit a little bit. But thanks for showing up. For real life, for training and stuff, I could see having steel also, because if you're going to go out and, abuse them, you might as well just have something that's heavy and that can still work if you need to in a pinch. So I can see owning steel. I own them and I don't have a problem with them. But I like owning ceramic a lot. So the thing is, I don't live in a world where I got to wear armor. So I'm probably going to just not wear armor.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends, because when I was doing security, I was always wearing my Kevlar, and my Kevlar was super annoying and uncomfortable and hot. But I always wore it because I thought, what if something happens? So I don't know. If I'm in the house or something, and there's like a bad situation going on, and I'm only going to be wearing this for maybe an hour at most, I'd probably go steel.
That's a good point too. So, but here's the other thing. If you're trying to see, for me, what am I got to worry about? Like rogue Biden going nuts and deciding he doesn't like my dumbass guns that I've got or something, or like I say things on the internet he don't like. Like I got my own issues. You got like family, right? So I could understand where you're like, if I got to put this on, then that's a pretty serious situation. And if I've got to put it on, I want the best thing I can have. And that's where I could see having something that allows you to actually move and do stuff. And steel is nice. Well, no, it isn't. Steel is inexpensive. And the disadvantages of steel are spalling and that kind of thing. But not just that, but the angles of steel, they can only do so much with steel presses and manipulating steel before it's not strong anymore. So with ceramic, you have a much more curvy and like conforming, I guess, shape. So when I put my ceramics on, it's not comfortable, but it's more like a turtle. When I put on steel, it's like I'm sitting between two pieces of burnt toast and they're not moving. Like if like they're flat and I'm in between them. When I put on ceramic, I feel like a turtle, like I'm inside of a ceramic thing that's like hugging me on my front and my back. Like it is concave and it goes not around you, but you're in it. You know what I mean? Like you're not just next to it, you're in it.
Right.
And that makes a big difference I don't really roll around in it or nothing. And I've never been trained. All I do is own it and I put it on once in a while. But it's not like I've ever even done anything with it. But I just have to assume that it's easier to roll around and get in the dirt and stuff with it being shaped or whatever that's called. Ergonomic maybe is the word.
Right.
All right, well, we have 6 people watching. Everybody left. Now we only got 3 votes for that one. I'm ending it. So it looks like Hopes and Dreams won that one. Ceramic didn't even get a vote. Somebody makes multi-curve steel. I've heard of that. And I think my steel even has 2 curves, but it's nothing like my ceramics. Now, here's the thing. I've got some ceramics that are basically flat. So I'm not saying every ceramic is super comfortable and great. Like, just like anything, there's going to be good versions and bad versions probably. And anything I'm familiar with is at least maybe a generation ago, like old, right? Like there's got to be development constantly in that stuff. Although, except for the things where like soft and then once they're hit, they get rigid, those like whatever they're called, super materials. I haven't seen too much like cutting edge armor technology happening. But I would think there should be. Some kind of carbon tubule or something.
Yeah.
Some kind of new weave or some kind of micro, or
Well, they tried that with the dragon skin.
Yeah, there was like failures in the material, but the concept was sound, right? So I would think that they'd constantly be updating and trying new things or something.
Right, but I guess if it comes down to if you're not going to get a government contract, then
That's a good point.
You really invest the money into trying to figure out something new?
No, that's a good point. And a lot of times people, like enemies, are using 9mm, so just a heavy windbreaker or a couple of pieces out of a phone book will stop it.
I've heard that if you get one of those thick plastic ponchos, you're fine against 9mm.
Exactly. So a lot of times, you just keep the enemies in constant supply in 9mm. It's like having a squirt gun. Let's see. Level 4 plates are coming down in price. I would imagine for sure. Just because everything does. And like I say, there's got to be something that's going to be next or better or something, and then nobody's going to want the old stuff because the old stuff is heavy or thick. But like I say, I grew up and did all my stuff way before there was armor, period. Like armor existed, but it was a joke compared to today. And no one even considered training with it. So, and whatever existed was garbage, and it cost so much that they were never going to issue it to anybody. So we didn't even consider armor. And since nobody was, the other side wasn't either. The closest thing to armor when I was a kid was those Vietnam flak jackets. And they were just
I had one of those.
They were just to look cool, right? Like everyone knew they didn't do anything. They were just like, kind of like a vest. Like, oh, I'm kind of cold, and that's cooler than having something else on. So I'm going to wear that.
Yeah, I never did anything with it. I ended up just getting rid of it. I should have at least took it out or shot it or something to see what it would do, but I never did
Yeah, because it
anything.
wouldn't have done anything. You would have just ruined it. I mean, it's really just made to stop the minor stuff. And the thing is, it didn't have a lot of pockets either, so it was kind of a useless jacket. It looked kind of neat, but it's not like
It had two big pockets on it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like one of those vests. At the same time, you could
Yeah,
go buy
that's
it was almost like netting, and it was nothing but pockets, and it was almost the same price. Because for a while, those things were basically you could just have them, and if you wanted a small, you could just have it because nobody wanted the small.
Nobody got a small. Yeah, I think that's why I got rid of mine because it was a medium, and I was getting too big for a medium.
Oh, well, see, that's the other thing. Is like when all that small stuff is perfect for giving a kid when they're growing up to be able to have a bunch of army stuff to play with.
Yeah. Do you remember the little pamphlet they used to have inside of them? There was like a little booklet inside. It was right on the back.
Inside of what?
In the flat vest.
Oh,
There was
wait.
a little. There was
Yeah,
a
like
little.
a little pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a little booklet in there. How to clean your vest, how to do this, how to do that.
All right, so we did get another poll. So you have to work as a bodyguard for Clinton, David Chipman, Vladimir Putin, or Barack Obama.
Vladimir Putin. He'll probably let me get away with a lot more shit than I would if I worked for the other two.
Yeah, I'm guessing he put that in there because of it's a communist or whatever.
Who was it who put that in there?
John N has been putting most of these last questions in here. So I left some of the comments in there. Good jerk. Hopefully she doesn't off me for that. But we'll see. I think everybody's going to pick Putin because he's the only one that would be like, oh, we're chasing sharks today? Right on. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like,
rats
oh, we're gonna go ride.
Okay.
It was like, oh, we're gonna go ride elephants. Oh, okay, cool. I'm down with that.
Right on. Exactly. Like, oh, we're flying to some country? Okay. What is Hillary going to do? Like, oh, we're going to go suck the juice out of a baby. Again? Or Chipman. Like, oh, we're going to throw a bunch of guns in the wood fire. Like, dang it.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd want to do that. I'd be like, nah, I'll pass.
And then Obama. I can't even imagine wanting to hang out with Obama. I feel sad for Obama. If you ever look at those pictures where they're like before and after when he was like first started being a president, and then after two administrations.
Oh yeah.
He's probably like fast forward. It looks like he fast forwarded like 16 years, you know. Or more. Plus, he'd probably be doing a bunch of global warming stuff and boring stuff. Chipman.
Yeah, he's like,
you want to be around Chipman.
Chipman, I'll just push into it in front of a bus. I'll be like, oh, I don't know what happened. He decided to walk there. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're getting 3 votes. Where are you at with cooking over there?
I'm almost done. I'm just searing them right now. I had to wait a little while to get the fire up.
Do you go with temperatures? Do you stick to thermometers in there?
I should, honestly, but I don't. I just kind of guess it. I guess it.
Well, you can
I'm
guess
sure-
it. I don't do it good because I don't pay attention. But I've seen this thing where like you make a fist and then like you poke your finger,
Yeah.
and
You
one
poke
thing,
your-
you poke your other part, and like you poke the different parts of your hand, and that's supposed to be what the meat's supposed to be like, right?
Yeah, I'm not very good at that. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm just not. I'm not that skilled at that.
But whenever I was working in restaurants and stuff, I got all into the thermometers. And I guess it kind of depends on what you're cooking. But if you got, if you know what the temperature is supposed to be, then that's how I would always get whatever. Because, I'm not going to eat none of that. So for me, it was like, I needed what's the way to say it? Like I needed a robot way of doing it where I didn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. A
I'm
consistent,
not going to taste
consistent
it.
way.
Yeah, consistent way, exactly. So for me, it was just the temperature thing seemed like it was a pretty decent way to go.
No,
The
I
thing is,
absolutely have looked
it's
at
good
them.
when you're
and I
not
want
eating
one.
it. But
Yeah.
it's good when you're not eating it. But when you're eating it, you don't want a bunch of holes in it. Like people get pissed when you stick a hole in their thing, especially if it's expensive, Like what the fuck is this big hole and all the juices came out of it? Like, well, I was testing temperature.
Yeah.
Like real whatever cooks don't need to do that because they're not going to ruin it by doing that. But I did most of my food cooking like that when I was a child, like in scouts and stuff. So it's not like we were being professionally taught. We were just winging it and like eating whatever was the result. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it was black, we'd eat it. If it was raw, we'd
Yeah.
eat it. I don't know if
That's
we'd learn
pretty
much, but eventually
That's
we
pretty.
would.
That's pretty much how I'm doing it. It's like if it turns out great, cool. If it turns out, well, okay, well, better
Yeah,
luck
I mean,
next
it's
time.
hardly, I guess if you turn it into charcoal, it would ruin it. But even a well done, I'll eat the shit out of well done. Like, who cares if it's well done? It's just maybe not exactly the same as fancy, like the perfectly well. And if it's raw, I don't know too many people. Well, most people are like, yeah, okay, whatever. They don't care. As long as it's hot, I don't care if it's red in the middle.
Yep. I mean, if
I
it's a
think
little
that's-
red, I prefer it. I prefer a little pink in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's more of like people have gotten scared by like, oh, you're going to die of some worm or something.
Yeah. Oh,
And
my
that's-
wife was horrible about that. I'm like, no, I made something, and she'd be like, oh, it's too rare. I'm like, well, it'll be fine. And she's just like totally freak out about the.
If it was like, oh, I haven't refrigerated it for a week and I'm cooking it rare, I'd be like, well, that's probably not smart. But when you're getting it out of a refrigerator and everything else, like, I don't think there's too much to worry about eating it rare.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, it's not like I'm doing fish, Or you don't want to undercook chicken.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyway, well, thanks for jumping in and being part of that. I feel like we just horked Barbecue's chat. Barbecue does this whole chat, and he never even shows barbecue. And we're over here not even doing a barbecue chat, and we showed more barbecue than the barbecue did in his whole barbecue chat. So I feel like we actually barbecue chat tonight.
Yeah, I was actually I wanted to go to his chat, but I didn't. It was already over, and then I saw the Patreon link, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go CG.
Dude, this is awesome. So we got to chat again. It's been a while. We met in
Yeah.
California for the first time, and then you moved up to Kansas. We've been bullshitting all the time. Thanks for being a Patreon, by the way. And then Joe jumped in. I haven't talked to Joe in years. And that's one of the dudes when I first got into AKs that helped me out. Like, say, he's met Kalashnikov a couple of times. He knows everything about AKs back in the day, so he helped me get where I'm at. So it's kind of neat. Re catching up with some old people. I'm glad we went live tonight.
Yeah, no, I would have been in more chats and everything. It's just my work schedule kind of sucks sometimes. Most of the time I'm at work at night, so that's why.
And what's the deal? It's 11 o'clock by you? You're at time zone over, aren't you?
Right now it's about midnight.
Oh, okay. You're eating late then.
Yeah, like I said, this is normal time for me because I work from 4 p.m. until 4 a.m. So I'm always up at this time.
So you're just off tonight?
Yeah, I'm just off.
Right on. So is everybody awake eating with you?
Yeah, there's my son. There's Crunchy, his girlfriend. There, my son's about to destroy all the kitchen. The puppy, she wants her food. Yes, thank you. So anyways. All right, G, well, I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in again. And like I say, thanks for keeping the chat going. It's been pretty fun. Have a good night. And to those that are still watching out there, or if you're watching this later, there's this poll option. Like I say, just go down here and this one, I guess, Vladimir Putin won this last one. If you want to play with the polls, just go to your live chat. I'm in the duck. I thought at first I had to go through YouTube, but I'm just over here in the duck, minding my business, paying Canada to be online. And then I'm just over here watching my own chat, clicking that poll button. So I don't know how many we did here. I think 2,000 polls, more polls than anyone's ever done in a chat before. So you're welcome. And yeah, thanks for everybody for showing up and having some fun. Have a good weekend. Tomorrow is in the morning when Gizzard Gary does his thing. So go to the YouTube and type in Gizzard. Gizzard Gary. I like it. You'll get the Gizzard Gary channel and go to videos and upcoming live streams is the best way to figure out what people got coming. Find the chat and drop it in here. After that, you get to Locked and Loaded Latinos will be the best chat that'll be on all week. That'll be on this channel. Highly recommend you check it out. The most authentic 2-way live conversation every single week. I don't remember if they said what they're going to be doing. I think they said this is the first time in a while that they're doing just a regular old chat without any guests. So look forward to that. Big ups to J-Dog, and will you show me the other winners? No. And the other winners that we had in fake polls. And till next time.